2025. 8.8 million foreigners, 1.28 million new arrivals in just the last year alone. This is not America. This is not Germany. This is Europe, rewriting its migration maps right now, right across the Pyrenees. How did a nation of immigrants become the European Union's #1 destination for immigrants? Today, I'm going to tell you about Spain. Spain's transformation from a country of emigration into one of Europe's most significant destinations for migrants is one of the most remarkable demographic shifts of the past 50 years. For much of the 20th century, it was Spaniards who were leaving, heading to France, Germany, and Switzerland in search of work during the Franco dictatorship and the years of economic stagnation that followed. Today, the story is entirely different. As of 2025, nearly 8.8 million people living in Spain were born abroad, representing more than 18% of the population. And in terms of raw annual immigration numbers, Spain actually received more new arrivals than any other European Union country in 2025. Over 1.28 million people. The geography of Spain is central to understanding its role in European migration. The country shares a land border with Morocco at its southern tip, where the two Spanish enclaves of Ceuta and Melilla sit on African soil, unique territories where the European Union physically touches the African continent. It also controls the Canary Islands, an archipelago located just over 100 kilometers from the northwestern coast of Africa. These geographic realities make Spain an inevitable entry point for migrants attempting to reach Europe from Africa. The central Mediterranean route, crossing from Libya or Tunisia to Italy, long dominated the headlines as the deadliest and most trafficked route into Europe. But in recent years, the Western African Atlantic route, the journey from Senegal, Mauritania, Gambia, and other West African countries to the Canary Islands, has seen an explosive increase in arrivals. In 2024, a record 46,843 migrants arrived in the Canary Islands by this route, many of them traveling in wooden boats called cayucos for days across open ocean. The journey is extraordinarily dangerous. Many boats never arrive. Thousands of people have died making this crossing, their bodies lost to the Atlantic. The politics of migration have become increasingly central to Spanish public life. The government of Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has faced intense pressure both from the left, where some argue Spain must do more to welcome migrants and regularize undocumented workers, and from the far-right Vox Party, which has made opposition to immigration one of its defining causes. In 2024, the Sánchez government announced a plan to regularize approximately 900,000 undocumented migrants over 3 years, one of the most ambitious legalization programs in European history, arguing that these people are already living and working in Spain and that the country's economy depends on them. That economic argument is hard to dispute. Spain has an aging population and a severe shortage of workers in agriculture, construction, domestic care, and hospitality. The strawberry fields of Huelva, the vegetable greenhouses of Almeria, some of the largest in the world, visible from space, and the hotel industry of the Costa del Sol all depend heavily on migrant labor. Romanian, Moroccan, and Latin American workers fill roles that the Spanish workforce no longer fills. Without them, significant parts of the Spanish economy would simply stop functioning. The composition of Spain's migrant population reflects both its geography and its colonial history. Moroccans are the largest single foreign-born community, with over 800,000 registered residents. Romanians form the second largest group, a legacy of Europe, freedom of movement. But there are also very large communities from Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, China, and a growing number of people from sub-Saharan Africa. The Spanish-speaking world size means that Latin American migrants have a particular cultural ease in adapting. They share the language and in many cases share family names and cultural traditions rooted in Spain's colonial past. Spain today is wrestling, like every other European country, with the tension between the human and economic need for migration and the political pressures around it. But what makes Spain's case distinctive is the sheer speed of the transformation. A country that was exporting its citizens just 40 years ago is now one of the continent's great immigrant nations. Today, Spain is a country caught between two powerful forces: the human need for safety and the economic demand for workers. 40 years ago, Spaniards were the ones knocking on other people's doors, looking for work. Today, they are the ones welcoming millions. There are no easy answers to this story. But one thing is certain: Spain is no longer the country it was in the 20th century, and its future, like the future of all of Europe, won't be decided in Brussels or Berlin. It will be decided right here in the south, where Africa almost touches Europe. Thanks for watching! So what do you think? Can Spain handle this challenge? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.